support to the Linder family that wanted to be really creative and cutting edge and help make sure that this very Shabbat would remain Gabe's big day of being welcomed into the Jewish community as an adult. So we're delighted to have you and request a little bit of patience as we figure out exactly how to do this. But we're very much looking forward to celebrating with you, Gabe.
All right. With that, let's begin with a nigun.
Service, Gabe, as you receive your talit, your beautiful prayer shawl, which will allow you to lead us in prayer as a community, and hopefully it will be something that you will cherish and wear for many, many decades to come and bring this day.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshana b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahitatev bat tzitzit.
Amen. Beautiful.
This is
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I just wanted to say that this is a talit from an Israeli artist. Their name is Ronit Gur, G-U-R, and he picked it out himself. So
beautiful. Okay. Well, in celebration of being here all together, we'll continue with Hine Matov. From Psalms, how good it is when we are all able to be together. I can't imagine the psalmist could have envisioned us being together quite like this, but we are grateful nonetheless that we can celebrate together, even in a slightly physically disconnected way. So I invite you to join in Matovu. Here are the words. Let's see, right there. I'm sorry, in Hine Matov, and we'll get the music right now. Hine Matov u'manai, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manai, shevet achim gam. Shevet achim gam yachad, hine matov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad, hine matov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad, hine matov u'manayim. Shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet
it is for us to be together, even from separate places. And as I am finally figuring out how to use Zoom, only little by little, I'm scrolling through. I want to say, first of all, hi to everybody who I can see. Rabbi Julie Sachs-Toller and Michael Sachs-Toller are with us. I hadn't known that before, and it turns out my cousin is on here too. Hi, Jay Zimmerman. So very happy to see all of you making up our beautiful community on this Shabbat afternoon. We'll continue now with Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadal ve'yitkadash shmei Rabba, Amen. Be'alma divrach chiruteh ve'amlich malchuteh, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uv'izman kariv, ve'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba mevorach, le'alam le'almei almaya, yitbarach, yitbarach ve'yishtabach, v'yitpar v'yitroman ve'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal, Shmei dekudsha brichu, le'ila min kol birchata ve'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma ve'imru. Amen. We continue now with the Baruch Hu, and we invite you, if you're able to rise wherever you are, you can do so as we formally call each other to worship here for this evening's service. La 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 la. Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach, Baruch Adonai hamevorach, hamevorach le'olam va'ed, hamevorach,
we continue thanking God for bringing the constant cycle, the daily cycle of night and day, which returns to night again, and then day, ensuring that even in a crazy world where sometimes it feels like we don't know what day it is, right? People talk about Blur's Day right now. We don't exactly know, but we know that God will continue to bring us day and night. And as our Shabbat moves on towards the end of Shabbat, we thank God for bringing back night and peace and rest and some darkness to us shortly.
Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night.
Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night.
We continue in our service with the Shema, the main central prayer that a Jewish person says to declare faith in one God, even at a complicated time in the world. We remember that God continues to sustain us and to give us breath.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Roshim Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue with the words of Ve'ahavta. Sorry, the second part of the Shema. God reminds us that wherever we go, outside, inside, in community, on Zoom, we are required to teach our children the values that are at the core of Judaism and to help them to help us to change the world.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בהם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
When we come together as a Jewish community, we are reminded not only that it is our children who will bring us to a better place, but also that that better place is one which we imagine because of our freedom, because of the freedom that we received when we came through the Red Sea and truly became a free people. And it is our responsibility to help bring that message of freedom to the world where it is so desperately needed, as we see in our day-to-day lives now. That message is one for which we must all work. We join together in words of Micha Mocha as we thank God for our freedom and acknowledge our responsibility to help ensure that everyone has freedom.
Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh nora tehilot osef ele malchutecha ra'uvanecha bokeh yam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam ze Eli anu ve'ameru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya 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 la 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 ya la 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 la
Help us, God, as we come to evening to lie down to a world that is peaceful, that allows us to rest and lift us up again tomorrow to a day renewed and hope renewed for a world that allows for so much more peace. Hashkivenu.
Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamideinu malkeinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha.
now invite you to rise as able to join us in the central prayer of our service, the Amidah, beginning with Adonai Sefatai Tiftach. God, please open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu ve'imoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'koneh Hakol Ve'zocher Chaste Avot ve'imahot ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה, רע להושיע, מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה, ברוך אתה אדוני, Ha'el HaKadosh. At this time, we'll take a moment for silent prayer. You can remain standing or be seated, whichever you prefer. We'll listen to some contemplative music from Jonathan. And once we have finished with our personal prayers, we'll come back together for Shalom Rav, a prayer for peace.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam.
We now invite you to rise once more. The time has come for the Torah service, the most exciting moment of any bar mitzvah ceremony. I want to add quickly that normally this is right about the time when we would assemble Gabe and his parents and their parents. We would assemble the family up on the bima and we would pass the Torah from one person to the next. And regrettably, since we're not all together in person, we can't physically do that today. But the thing that I want to point out is that was only ever supposed to be a striking visual metaphor, because absolutely, in every meaningful sense, Gabe's family is passing the Torah to him today. This is the day where he inherits the tradition for himself, where he gets to claim it as his own, and he gets to go forth for the rest of his life, expounding it, trying to understand it, trying to make it a part of who he is, and make his Jewishness a central point of his life. So congratulations, Gabe, on arriving at that point. Even if you don't get to hold a Torah passed to you from your parents right this second, you're holding it in your heart, and we appreciate that you're doing it. And by the way, Peter Bonos has just pasted into the chat. If you want to click a link to look on Sefaria and follow along in the Torah portion, you can do it there. So without any further ado, let's start our Torah service with Ein Kamocha.
Wait, with a little further ado, I just want to jump in. I just want to jump in because as Rabbi Abby said, we do love handing the Torah from arm to arm, and everything Rabbi Abby said, I completely agree with. But I want to add one more thing, which is that this Zoom Mitzvah has allowed for me to get a private text here learning that your first cousins, Alec and Nathan, know those guys?
Yes.
Yes, you do, are my second cousins.
Oh.
And so as it turns out, I never knew that we were all mishpacha, folks out there, but it turns out we're family. And so by being together and passing down this Torah, it's not only about you receiving Torah to hold in your heart, which I know that you will go forth as a grown-up in our community to do that, but it's also about building community and bringing community together and allowing people to come together to be part of one giant network, which you are doing, and I'm reminded of it by the text that I got from my cousin who I haven't seen in so long. But we are all interconnected, and by being together and you coming to stand in front of the Torah today to take your place in our community, you have reminded us that this is what it's really all about, whether we're here in person or we are on computers, wherever it is that we are. So I just want to add that and say thank you to you, Gabe, for giving us this opportunity to honor you today as you honor us. And now, without further ado, let us enter into the Torah service with Ein Kamocha.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני ואין כמעשיך מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים וממשלתך בכל דור ודור אדוני מלך אדוני מלך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום
כי מציון תצא תורה, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים, ברוך שנתן תורה תורה. Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Yisrael B'Kdushato. And we invite Gabe now to lead us in the Shema. He'll sing it, and then we will sing it in response to him.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. You may be seated. And at this time, we, would normally say a Misha Berach for those in need of healing because the Torah would be in our midst. We are still going to do that, even though the Torah is not physically in our midst, but continuing on the theme that Rabbi Abby and Rabbi Jessica kind of started for us. The Torah is very much spiritually with us right now. And so it's an auspicious time, we hope, to ask for prayers of healing. So I'd invite the family, if there's anyone you're thinking of in particular, you can share those names out loud. Everyone else, there'll be a space in the middle of the prayer when the words drop out and it's just music, and we invite you to share those names to yourself. Linder family, is there anyone that we're thinking about for healing?
Just all those that need it and require it.
Okay. We invite you to join us in Misha Berach. Source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Okay, so at this time we're going to turn off our screen share. We don't need the words of the prayer book anymore because it's time for us to hear words from Gabe about his Torah portion. So we're going to ask Peter and Gordon to spotlight Gabe as he delivers his Devar Torah, his teaching for us this afternoon.
Wonderful. Just one moment. And just a technical difficulty. Give us one sec.
No problem. We know all about those.
Good evening. Thank you so much for coming either in person or virtually. I'm so happy to be sharing this experience with you. My parsha is called Shlach Lacha, which means send for yourself. In this parsha, God tells Moses to send spies to the promised land. The spies are supposed to find out, is the land fertile? Is there water? If there are people there, are they friendly? Moses sends 12 spies, one from each tribe. It takes them 40 days to travel through the land. While they are there, they see a land filled with grapes, pomegranates, and figs. When they come back, they report that they have mixed feelings. On the one hand, the land is a paradise full of fruits, milk, and honey. On the other hand, there are dangerous-looking giants living there. 10 of the 12 spies say the giants are too powerful. We'll never be able to defeat them and live there. Joshua and Caleb say there's nothing to worry about. We can do this. God will protect us. We should enjoy the milk and honey. However, the people don't listen to Joshua and Caleb. This angers God, and God sends them to wander in the wilderness for 40 years. 1 year for every day the scouts spend in the land. This parsha raises a question for me. Was God really making the right choice in telling the Israelites to kick all those giants and other people out of the land and take it for themselves? I don't think it was a good choice. That's being kind of unfair to the Israelites and to the giants. For one, God didn't ask the Israelites what they wanted. God just insisted they had to conquer this land. For two, God could have asked the giants if the people and the other people if they were okay with the Israelites living there. We can't possibly know what God was thinking. Perhaps God chose this land because in it, the Israelites would be able to grow things like plants and crops, but this couldn't have been the only reason why God chose this land for his people. There have to have been other places where they could have grown crops. I think God chose this land because God believed in his people. He knew that it would take hard work, strength, and teamwork to take down the giants and conquer the land. Even though I'm not convinced it's fair for the Israelites to take this land, I'm impressed by the teamwork the spies show before they get back to the Israelites. They show teamwork by finding a good place to enter the land and exploring it without getting caught. They also bring back a branch of grapes so big that 2 people have to carry it. That's teamwork. With teamwork and friendship, you can accomplish anything. For example, my family and I sometimes volunteer at the San Francisco Food Bank. We get to be a part of something, a team that helps people who need food. I very much enjoyed getting rice and putting it in a bag and then putting a stick on it so that the rice could be shipped to shelters with people who need food. I like being at the food bank with my family and other people because it is a good way to work together. I think it was some of the most fun I have had collaborating with people in a long time. Becoming bar mitzvah is partially about being a good member of the Jewish team. For me, this means teaching people who don't know about Judaism what being Jewish is and why it is important. One of the things I like most about being Jewish is sharing our community with other people. I also like knowing that a lot of celebrities that I admire are part of the Jewish community, like Stan Lee, the creator of Marvel Comics, and David Schwimmer, the actor best known for being a star of the TV show Friends. I like seeing how they bring their Judaism into the creative work they do. For example, one of Stan Lee's characters, Spider-Man, likes to say that with great power comes great responsibility. That almost sounds like it could be a quote from the Torah. Speaking of responsibility, I find it disappointing that when the spies get back from exploring the land, almost all of them give up. I think most of the spies give up because they lack faith. Joshua and Caleb answer their community questions by telling them that it's important to have faith. I think the other spies should have taken risks and not have doubted themselves in God. They should have taken a step back and thought about how unique this opportunity was. It's like how Eminem says in 8 Mile, sometimes you only get one shot, do not miss your chance. People need to recognize that nothing we want comes instantaneously. Everything that's valuable takes hard work. I see examples of this when people talk about helping people who are experiencing homelessness. Sometimes the situation seems overwhelming and hopeless, but I've learned that I can take a stand and help the community by helping out at food banks and volunteering with Emoti, which is basically cooking food for homeless shelters and for other people who need it. The experience of becoming bar mitzvah has taught me the importance of my teachers and of patience and hard work. Cantor David was always patient and helpful in our sessions together. I want to appreciate Rabbi Abby for helping me to take my place as a full member because I get to be with my extended family. And it took dedication to get this far, but it was worth it because I get to be with my extended family. I had to sacrifice spending time with my brother, and it also meant having to rush all the way to the synagogue once a week for months. But I really enjoyed my time preparing for my bar mitzvah. I very much want to thank my dad, my mom, and my very loving brother who have helped me to learn what my passions are. I love you guys so much. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. That was beautiful. Yasher koach, as we say. Okay, so at this time, we'll continue with chanting from the Torah, metaphorically speaking, with the words of Torah. And I will, let's see, okay. So for our first aliyah, for our first set of verses, Gabe's dad, Dan, will be reading, and we will call on Jeff Cohen, Catherine Powell Cohen, and Meredith Powell Cohen to say the blessings for chanting Torah. So what I'm going to do is we're going to share the screen, which will have the blessings on them here. Hold on one sec. There we go. Okay, and I will call you guys up by your Hebrew names. And of course, as was mentioned already, if you want to follow along with the verses, you can do so through the link that was included in the chat section. So, Ya'amdu, Yosef Moshe ben Shlomo ve'Yochana, Zaka bat Yocheved ve'Tehila, ve'Miriam Devora bat Yosef Moshe ve'Zaka, la'aliyah harishona. All right, guys, go for it.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'na'atan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. All right.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor. Daber el bnei Yisrael ve'marta alehem v'asu lachem tzitzit al kanfei vigdorehem ledorotam v'natnu al tzitzit hakanaf v'til techelet v'haya lachem v'tzitzit uritem oto uschartem Kol mitzvot Adonai v'asitem otam v'lo taturu acharei levavchem v'acharei einechem asher atem zonim achareihem leman tiskeru v'asitem kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim le'elochechem ani Adonai Elochechem asher Hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
Yasher koach. Okay, Cohen team.
Well, you. Okay, here we go. No, that's not right.
There you go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam
Nata.
Tekanu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Beautiful job. Okay, you guys can be seated. And now Gabe will start chanting. He'll take over from his dad, who set a very good example right there. Good job, Dan. So for the honor of blessing the Torah for the second aliyah, we call on Ora Linder and Noah Linder and Celia Hereford and Court Hereford. Ya'amdu, Ora bat Moshe v'Chayav and Noah ben Dan v'Christine Aliyah Hashniya. Okay, and all right, guys, go for it. Baruch Hu.
Baruch et Adonai Hamarach. Baruch Adonai Mevarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Adonai Hamarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bacharbanu Mikol Ha'amim Menantalanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Beautiful job. Okay, we'll stop the share so that we can spotlight Gabe. All right, Gabe, take it away with your first aliyah.
Amen. Vayashuvu Vitor Haaretz Miketz Arbaim Yom Vayelchu Vayavo'u El Moshe Ve'el Aharon Ve'el Kol Adahat B'nei Yisrael El Midbar Paran Kadesha Vayeshivu Otam Devar Ve'et Kol Ha'edam Vayarum Et Pri Haaretz Vayasapru Lo Vayahomeru Bahanu El Haaretz Asher Shlachanu Vegam Zavat Halav Udvash Yihi V'zepiryaha.
Outstanding. Okay, and now we'll get the blessing back up here. All right, guys, go for it.
Baruch Hu
Baruch atah.
Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'Chaye Olam Nata B'Tochenu Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Outstanding. All right. For blessing the third aliyah, we call on Gabe's parents, Dan and Christine Linder. Ya'amod Dan ben Shalom ve'ora la'aliyah hashlishit. Okay, hold on one sec. There we go. All right.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Mevarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bacharbanu Mikol Ha'amim Benatalanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. All right.
Amen. Efes Kiyahas Ha'am Hayoshev Ba'aretz Vuhe'arim Betsurot Gedolot Ma'od Vegam Yelidei Ha'anak Ra'inu Sham Amalek Yoshev Be'eretz Ha'negev V'chachiti V'ha'yovusi V'ha'emori Yoshev Bahar V'ha'kenaani Yoshev Ahayam Ve'al Yad Hayarden Vayahas Kalev Etham El Moshe Vayohomer Aloho Na'ale Vayarashnu Otam Kiahonu Hal Laha.
Outstanding. Okay, we'll get the blessing back up here. And all right.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'Chaye Olam Nata B'Tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Beautiful. All right. Well, even though Gabe has already blessed us with very insightful and stirring words in his Devar Torah, and he's already chanted several verses from the Torah, it's really now when he is called up by his Hebrew name in the presence of our community here, our online community, that as far as the service goes, he really kind of is recognized as a full adult. publicly in our community. So normally we would give a big drum roll. Since we can't really do that all together, we'll just kind of elaborate on how we call him up. Ya'amod, 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 Habar Mitzvah. Ya'amod, Gabriel, Ben Dan, Christine, La Aliyah Haravi'it. Ya'amod, Habar Mitzvah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamborach.
Baruch Adonai
Mevarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten Torah.
Amen.
V'cha'anashim asher aluhu imo amruhu lo nuchal la'alot el ha'am ki chazak hu mimenu vayotzi'u dibahat ha'aretz asher taru ota el b'nei Yisrael lemor ha'aretz asher arvanu vaha lator otaha eretz ochelet yoshveha hi v'chocha'am asher ra'inu v'toha anshe midot v'sham ra'ihinu et hanefilim b'nei anak min hanafilim v'nahihi v'einenu kahagavim v'chein hayinu v'einehem.
All right, so let me get the blessing up. That was outstanding. Hold on. Right, Baruch atah, go for it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chaye olam nata v'telchenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov simen tov
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov simen tov Yehelanu 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 Simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov mazel tov u'mazel tov simen tov u'mazel tov Yehelanu 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 Olechol Yisrael Yehelanu Yehelanu Olechol Yisrael Simen tov mazel tov simen tov mazel tov mazel tov simen tov mazel tov simen tov Yehelanu.
Sandra, we should have had every family throw candy from behind a screen. It was so brilliant. It didn't hurt this time.
That's right.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
So at this time, Gabe, now that you have blessed us with such beautiful chanting, really flawless chanting, actually. When I had my bar mitzvah, that my cantor said, if you don't make at least 3 mistakes, we're going to make you do the whole thing over again. But don't worry, even though you didn't make any mistakes, you don't have to do it again. This was fantastic. So now we really want to honor you with some blessings and some gifts. And the first blessing we'd like to offer you is from Rabbi Jessica. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Gordon, are Rabbi Graff and Gabe going to go into their own room?
Yes, that is correct.
Perfect. And the rest of us will sing Lechilach. as that happens.
Mom and Dad and Noah, and I think there's a grandma there too, and we're all going to be together. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in a second. Bye, everybody.
Okay, there we go. So I'm going to share the words here, and we can all join in singing Lechi Lach on mute. Lechi Lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi Lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechi Lach, Lechi Lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi Lach, to the place that I will show you. Lesimchat Chayim, Lesimchat Chayim, Lesimchat Chayim, Lechi Lach, Lechi Lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi Lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechi Lach, Lechi Lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi Lach, to the place that I will show you. Lesimchat Chayim, Lesimchat Chayim, Lesimchat Chayim, Lechi Lach, Lechi Lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi Lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, you shall be a blessing. Lechi Lach, Lechi Lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi Lach, to the place that I will show you. Lesimchat Chayim, Lesimchat Chayim, Lesimchat Chayim, Lechi Lach. lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi lach, oh, on your journey I will bless you. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. Jonathan, would you like to pick it up from here? Welcome Rabbi Graff and the Linder family back. We were getting nervous that they had just gone out to dinner without us.
I just said to them, everybody's going to think we went out for dinner.
Well, I hope you saved us some. But
It was delicious, and now we're back.
Good. Well, I pity the person who has to follow that blessing, because I imagine it was incredible. But we are going to now invite two representatives from our board, our board president, Lindsay Bronig, and a board member, Stacy Passman, both of whom are very close with the Linder family, to offer some words of appreciation to Gabe and his family at this time.
Hi, I am Lindsay Bronig. I'm the congregational president, and it is such an honor to be here. It's always a really special thing to play a small part in a Mitzvah service, but this is a special one for me. After my oldest child was born, we joined Rabbi Julie's mom's group, and Ike was about 4 months old. And that is where I first met Chris and Gabe, and also Stacy, who will be speaking next, and her twins, who are my son's age. And Chris and I were fast friends, and so were Gabe and Ike. And we spent hours and hours and hours with them, both at the mom's group and also at the Linder's house. I learned all my best parenting techniques from Chris. Ike was basically dressed in Gabe's clothes for his first couple of years. Gabe, you have had such an amazingly sweet spirit since I very first met you when you were probably 18 months old. That picture on the program was just, that's the Gabe I remember. That's such a great picture. I'm so proud of you. You did an amazing job. You are a real credit to our congregation, and Mazel Tov, and I can't wait to be able to see you and give you a hug in person.
Thank you.
Well, Gabe, we are so excited to be a part of this too. What a beautiful Mitzvah service, and thank you for bringing us into the 21st century. So just like Lindsay, and just want to parrot what she said, that we've known you since you were very, very little, and that we've been fast friends with your family. At every turn, your family has been there for us, and we appreciate that so much, from one time calling AAA for us and being there at Hamotzi and every point in between. So we want to congratulate you. We want to welcome you into the Shereth Israel adult community, and we're so excited for you. Congratulations.
Also beautiful. And now we have a presentation from a studio from our religious education program at Shereth Israel, and also from City, our youth group, from I think Rabbi Abby and Natalie.
Indeed. Gabe, this is so much fun. First of all, thank you for teaching us, forcing us to learn how to do a bar mitzvah over Zoom. But second of all, thank you for so beautifully representing yourself today. It was such a pleasure to work on your Devar Torah with you and to learn what kinds of things you're excited about, what kinds of ideas you have about the Torah, which are wide-ranging and rich and fascinating, how you're able to relate it to not just your own life, but also so many things in culture that you love. It was a total joy working on this with you and getting to know you better. So thank you for giving me that time to spend with you. I want to sort of hand you a gift, but I think it's there with you. So I'm going to sort of make a gesture of handing towards the camera this gift of an illustrated Pirkei Avot. which I hope you will enjoy. It's a little bit of a mashup of things that you like, Judaism and also graphic kind of comic booky kinds of things. So, it's got kind of a comic book look about it. So have fun looking through it and seeing what sort of wisdom you can glean. And I'm sure you'll be adding your own over the course of your life. Thank you, Gabe. And Natalie, why don't you go ahead if you'd like to jump in?
Hi, Gabe and family. This is my first mitzvah in my apartment, so it's a real Shehechianu moment. And it's also the first mitzvah that my dogs got to attend. So this is just like a fully special moment. Gabe, I've known you since you were in preschool at Shereth Israel because I was Noah's teacher, and so if you know Noah, then you know that you can get all the juicy secrets from Gabe. And you've always come to me to tell me things, and it's been such a great relationship. I have never had so many movie suggestions that like I didn't even, like words that I didn't know, like Ninjago, and things that like I wasn't even sure how to Google. But I'm so excited now that you are going into our youth group city, because that means that you will get to join all the high school kids in our movie Zoom parties that we are still trying to figure out. So I would like for you to really contribute some ideas on how we could do that, because I'm at a loss, and I know that nobody likes watching movies and talking about them more than you do. So I am virtually presenting you with a card that I gave to you this week, and it is for a membership with the Contemporary Jewish Museum until you turn 18, and then you have to become like a different kind of adult. Pay for your membership, but they have movie parties there too, and like different kinds of internships where you can explore movies through Jewish values. So there's tons of really cool opportunities ahead for you there. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and last but not least, Gabe will now receive some blessings from his parents, Dan and Christine.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. This is quite strange. This is like people talking on television. They look into a camera and there are millions of people watching, and they only have a studio audience. We have our uncle here and grandma, and I did catch a view of my mom earlier, and I haven't seen her since we're sheltering in place in a number of months. So it was great to see you, Mom. You look great. So first off, there is something that I inadvertently did about 3 years ago, and it's been haunting me nonstop ever since. So I ask you, what husband or father forgets to acknowledge the mother of the bar mitzvah at the bar mitzvah? Gabe, that is your father. I did that. That's who. Yes, dear family, friends, and distinguished clergy, I completely forgot to thank and acknowledge the person who made both bar mitzvahs come to fruition and be a fantastic experience. That is none other than my best friend, my partner, and my bride, Chris Linder. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. And in keeping with thank yous, huge thanks to our fantastic clergy, our senior Rabbi Graf, Rabbi Abby. Both of you, thank you for all your input, guidance, and support and patience. And the incomparable Cantor David Frummer, without whom we wouldn't be here now. And our super executive director, Gordon Gladstone, Nancy Sheftel Gomes, Natalie, and all the rest of our dear family and friends joining us today. Thank you very much. Now on to Gabe. Most importantly, I love you dearly. And watching you grow and develop into such an amazing, thoughtful, sweet, handsome young man have been some of the most fantastic, joyful, and memorable experiences for me. I'm so incredibly proud of you and all your accomplishments. For example, you are courageous, learning how to believe in your abilities, gaining more and more confidence. You are honest and trustworthy. You follow your heart and believe in yourself. You are kind and respectful. Learning and watching you and your brother have helped me become a better father and person. For all these things and so much more, I feel incredibly grateful for you being here, since in my opinion, you were the second Immaculate Conception. Mazel tov.
That was beautiful, sweetie. Thank you. So you did it. I am so incredibly proud of you. Throughout this process, you have given it your all. I think you secretly liked your sessions with Cantor David and Rabbi Abby. The few times I got to be there with you and Cantor David, I would get teary-eyed. Afterward, we would walk out together and you'd ask, "Are you proud of me?" Knowing full well what the answer was. More importantly, I think you are proud of yourself. That was in no small measure due to Cantor David's boundless faith in you and encouragement. When you started this process, you had no idea whether you could do this. You just knew you had to. Welcome to the rest of your life. There are going to be so many times when you are going to have to do hard things that you have no idea how you're going to accomplish them. You just know that you have to, one step at a time and with guidance. I believe that's one of the gifts of becoming a bar mitzvah. This experience is a critical reference point for your life, something you can always look back on to help guide your path forward. You're all heart, Gabe. I believe that's your superpower. Since you were a little guy, maybe about the age of that picture, and didn't have the words to explain how you felt, you have been concerned whenever you have seen anyone upset. When you got older, you took to writing people notes. I got one of those notes a couple of years ago, and I'm going to read it now and try not to become a snotty mess. Dear Mom, you are a wonder in my life. You are not self-centered or cruel in any way. You are a diamond that shines so bright, and you are so loving. But I am very sorry you are stressed out and tired. I really love you with all my heart, and I want to spend more time with each other. We are still great partners. Love, Gabe. I had to reach back a couple of years for one of those notes. Puberty and shelter in place have hit us a little hard. You won't always hit it out of the park like you did that day, nor will you know what to do sometimes. I'm going to let you in on a secret. A lot of people don't know either. We're all learning. I think the key is to always go with your heart. And for you, I think that comes easy. You may just sometimes have to get your head out of the way. Gabe, I love you more than you can possibly understand. I am so incredibly proud of you. And more importantly, I think you are proud of yourself. You did it. Can I give you a hug? Mm-hmm. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you. You didn't even cry at all.
Oh, no, I was.
It's invisible to the eye on Zoom. Okay, so we will now conclude our Torah service, makeshift Torah service with Eitz Chaim. So we will share some text again, and then we'll continue with our final prayers.
I'm going to put wine in there.
Okay. Let's see.
כי לקח טוב נתתי לכם תורתי אל תעזובו. עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה ותומכיה מאושר. דרכיה דרכי נועם וכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה. חדש חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו כקדם.
As we come to the conclusion of our service, we move now to the Aleinu, and Gabe, you get to hear this with sort of new ears now. The Aleinu is the prayer in which we acknowledge that if the world is going to be perfected, it is on us to make it perfect. So Gabe, we enlist you in that task with us today as we recite the Aleinu. Please rise if you are able and join us.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
At this time, our minds turn to those whom we have loved and lost. We think of all those whose lives have ended in the last week or the last 30 days, or at this time in years past, or indeed any of those members of our families or our extended families, our circles of friends whom we have loved and whom we particularly miss today. We will recite the Mourner's Kaddish now, and as we recite it, I invite you to call to mind the name of any loved one whom you wish to remember at this time. Please join us. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, v'alma divrei chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shmeid kudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, v'amiran b'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama Rabba min shmaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru Amen. May the one who creates peace on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all the world. We say, Amen.
Please be
Well,
if you're
Yes, and please be seated. And also, does anybody have any announcements to share at this time?
I have a couple of announcements. First of all, a giant mazel tov to the Linder family on this occasion of becoming an adult and a leader in our community that we know you had inside of you, Gabe, but now we call upon you and count on you. So mazel tov to your parents, as I said, for all the schlepping and the stuff that brought you here today. I want to, let's see, well, tomorrow morning, Cantor David will be with Studio for the very last time. So if you're on this Zoom service and you are of Studio age, please join us. And I want to point out that on Wednesday evening at 5 o'clock, we have very special guests coming to join us to talk about racial injustice and hopefully a world moving towards more racial justice, cultural competency, and Wanda Holland Green will be with us, and Robert Green, both nationally renowned educators who work specifically to educate the next generation on how to be anti-racist and to deal with a complicated world. So this is the beginning of a very wonderful series of events and classes and programs and things that we're thinking through and implementing now through the Social Action Committee to address issues of injustice in our society. Please join us Wednesday at 5 o'clock as a kickoff to all of these other events. And those are my announcements. Gordon, anything else?
I think that covers it for the near term. Please do join us again next Friday night for Shabbat as well.
Okay. Well, we will conclude this service with Havdalah, which marks, of course, the end of Shabbat and the beginning of the rest of the week. But in this case, also marks the very special transition for Gabe from pre-adulthood into Jewish adulthood. And there's no better way to kind of mark that at the end of this service than with Havdalah. So the Linders, I believe, will have all of the things we need. We need the Havdalah candle. You can go ahead and light that. Perfect. Yeah, let's light that first. Yeah, we're gonna spotlight you guys for this. And of course the Kiddush cup and the spices.
And this goes at spouse height.
Yeah, that's good. Just not sprinkler, you know.
Okay.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Here, we'll don't worry. We'll get the music and we'll all sing along to the music.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys don't have to. You've already done.
I was trying to think of the melody.
We'll give you guys. No. We'll give you guys a break. Here, hold on. Hold on one sec. All right, here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim borei minei v'samim la 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 la
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol hamavdil ben kodesh lechol la 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 Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera ve'yameinu, Yavo Eleinu, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Shavuatov, 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 Shavuatov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase.
Shavua Tov.
Shavua Tov.
Mazel Tov. Virtual hug.
Mazel tov.
Thank you, everyone.
Mazel tov. Wonderful.
Beautiful job, Gabe. Well done.